Welcome back to more of the World of Magic, everybody. So last time we ended up defeating some boars and got pretty lucky with 2 Apprentice Magician robes. In this episode, I'm actually going to warp because I'm freaking lazy right now. Mushroom Marshland, let's warp the swamp. I know I said not to do it. Really, it's more so don't do it every time, because that's kind of going to be a little problematic, because you'll be wasting so much money early in the game. Later in the game, it's whatever. It's not that much money. I mean, some are a lot more, like, I think some of them cost 495 gil. Gil, really? I keep saying that. Gold. Sorry, I'm still in the Final Fantasy world or something. Anyway, I'm just gonna fight a few boars here. Unfortunately, I'm not getting that lucky with heavy leathers, and I would really like to change that, because I need some leathers, but... Oh my god. The 3rd Apprentice Magician robe, and this one actually has 3 HP and 7 mana. I need to take a look at how much those are valued at the Black Trader, because that one has some decent value. And I need to take a look to see if maybe it's more profitable in the Black Trader. I'm not going to be talking about the Black Trader until maybe about episode 10 or so, so even if it is more profitable, I'm not going to be buying the starters pack anytime soon, you know? Until I get to around episode 10 or so. But yeah, see, I'm hoping to get the, like I was saying, the heavy leathers, but it's not really working out. I think one thing I could do is instead go to back into the Woody Forest and actually fight some Bulldozer Juniors. That might be a little bit better to do, to be honest. I don't really know. I do not know. Oh no, I'm gonna die, shoot. I'm at that low health? Holy... No, don't kill me, don't critical me. If you critical me, don't you dare. Okay, it's a potion, goddammit. That's all it healed? Are you serious? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm in danger. Damn it, I keep using shift a little bit too late. Okay, and then there's lag over here, it's also freaking killing me. Come on. You know, I'm not getting lucky at all. I'm just not. And that kind of sucks. You know what? It might actually be better to try to get level 8 as soon as possible to equip that adventure bow, which is much better. So I'm going to do that. And because of that, I'm going to fight some new enemies, and that's going to be the spiders. So the spiders, they're going to be over here. Swamp spiders are level 8 enemies. So they're 1 level higher than Swampers, but they are slower. They are slower than Swampers, so that, you know, in a way they kind of balance out to being around the same difficulty. Their notable drops are Spider Silk, Damage Pamphlets, Sturdy Leather Armor, and Blunt Short Sword. So, I don't need to talk too much about the Blunt Short Sword, because you already know it's a pretty valuable sword, you know, 1500 gil worth, roughly. The Spider Silk, though, that is, like, by itself, it's not valued too much. But it's actually useful for making certain things, such as the bags, and such as, yeah, so there's a Spider Silk bag, which I believe has a space for 5 slots. It's also fairly valuable for making, or I should say very valuable, for making Spider Silk Bone Armor, which is a very well-known piece of armor, because it's one of the only offensive armors in the game for Rangers. You can sometimes see some level 45 plus people equip their damn Spider Silk Bone Armor because they get 2 critical bonuses. It gives a nice critical bonus. I'll be talking more about that later, about like the whole critical stat or offensive bonuses later in the, you know, the guide. But just keep in mind that it is an offensive piece of armor. It does still give you armor, but its bonuses are offensive, which is why people love it. The damage pamphlets, for every 3 that you actually get, you can exchange to colon for potentially an armor enchant or weapon enchant D scroll. Usually it's a recall scroll, but again, it's a gamble, just like the old feathers. So if you get 3 damage pamphlets, it's honestly all on you. Do you want to sell them for money, or do you want to gamble? Give them to colon. It's your choice, to be honest, it really is. And then finally, the Sturdy Leather Armor. Sturdy Leather Armor is a 5 armor. Like, it has 5 armor is what I'm saying. It's basically for Rangers and Warriors, although Warriors we're probably going to be equipping some different ones later on, a little bit later. If you do actually get lucky enough to get this as a Ranger, you will probably keep this armor until level 16 when you get the Spider Silk Bone Armor. Most likely. So, just a heads up, you know. If you don't get lucky enough though, you might actually have to buy your own leather armor, which is going to be a 4 armor back in the shop, which I'll show later. Kind of depends. I mean, honestly, it's not like too crazy. I've actually seen some people just skip the whole armor, like the whole leather armor or sturdy leather armor entirely. People go from frayed robe all the way to the spider silkbone armor, and that's actually fine too. It'll just take a little more damage in between the levels of like 8 through 16, so you gotta be a little more careful. But in general, it's not that much harder, which is why I would probably recommend not even to buy one, to be honest. I don't even know. I don't know. It's really hard to say because, again, people have their own playstyles when it comes to this in terms of like armor here. So, but that's that, you know. Now, the other enemy, the poison spider, which will also be on screen. That enemy is extremely similar to the swamp spider. The only difference is that it's actually level 9, so it's 1 level higher. Same movement speed, but just 1 level higher. And the only difference, aside from it dropping everything identical to the swamp spider that I just mentioned, it also drops Ice Prison Volume 2. So that's basically it. Ice Prison Volume 2 is a pretty decent in terms of value. It can only be found from poisonous spiders or from white spiders, which are mini bosses here in the Mushroom Marshland, which we'll get to a little bit later. So because of that, and because it cannot be bought, it has some value to it, a little bit. So if you get lucky enough to get one, you might want to see what it's worth in the black trader in your server, and some it's worth more than others. It just kind of depends. But that's it. That's pretty much it. Again, 2 similar enemies, extremely identical, you know? So, yeah. Okay, so somebody's training up here because, there's a bunch of potions here, as you can see. That's kind of funny. So right now we are actually winning. The kingdom is winning. Basically, kingdom is Lanos, empire is Cirrus. Generally speaking, I see Lanos as the good guys and Cirrus as the bad guys, although I know I shouldn't be doing that. It's just that empires are more so portrayed as bad in a lot of cinema or video games. Like, take Star Wars. It's the Empire, you know? And there's many others. So I associate Empire with being the bad guys, and Kingdom the good guys. I don't know why, but I just do that. I'm not saying one is better than the other, I'm just saying good versus bad. Sometimes the bad guys are actually better. Obviously that's not the case in most cinema and video games, because the good guys always win. But it's different in real life. Okay, so my main goal is to level up here in this episode, and I'm pretty sure I will, because I'm only at, yeah, I'm about halfway done through the video only, so that's fine. And I'm already at 64%. Now, one thing that has changed over the last few years is the fact that, I believe, in terms of the battlefield, you actually need to get 4 eggs. Like, destroy 4 eggs, not 3, right? Because in the last episode that I recorded of my, my actual ranger, episode 222, I believe, or 221, I actually mentioned that, or like, I saw that there were 4 treasures down on one side, the Kingdom 1, Lanos, but I did notice that, and I was like, what the heck? It used to be 3, but now it's 4. 4 out of 5 need to win now. That's crazy. Three for the kingdom. Yeah, look at that. See, it's still not over. And 4. So I won. That gives me another boost. Now I have 20% plus 20%. That is amazing. That's plus 40%. Which really is going to speed it up in terms of leveling up. So as you can see, hitting the poisonous spiders is a little bit difficult because they are actually 2 levels ahead. Which is why if you don't have a weapon with good hit rate, you don't want to actually battle enemies who are 2 levels higher than you. Generally speaking, 1 level higher is good enough. But eventually I'm going to have more hit rate. Like I said, now I just have 1, I think? Oh no, I have 4. Why was I missing? Oh my god. That's actually a lot of hit rate. It is, it really is. But you know, eventually we're gonna get even more hit rate. It's gonna be fine, honestly, it is. Alright, so I'm just trying to think of what else to say in terms of a ranger guide at the moment, but I can't really think of anything else at the moment. I mean, honestly, in these next few levels, it's just going to be leveling up, and you don't need a grind at all. You just need to keep fighting enemies, and that's it. Like I said, even though my original walkthrough was like 3 years ago, this whole beginning section of the game hasn't really changed all that much. It's still very straightforward. It's still the exact same thing for the most part. So this whole beginning section is not going to be too interesting for most people. It's going to be later in the game that's going to be a lot better, you know? So each of these kills is giving me roughly about 2%. I'm noticing. So it's 82.32. And 84.28. A little bit less than 2% actually. Okay. But as you can see, I'm not getting any luck at the moment for some pretty rare drops. Which kind of sucks. But, oh well. Not much I can do about that, you know? Alright, so roughly about 5 more kills or so? Yeah, if I get about 5 more kills, that'll put me at level 8, which will then get me access to the Adventure Bow, which is a very nifty upgrade. I'm going to be doing a lot more damage, a hell of a lot more damage, which will make fighting the spiders a lot better, a lot easier, you know? Oh my god, they're chasing me all the way. Holy crap. Oh my god, are you serious right now? I'm trying to kill this one first, though. You just critted me, dude. Oh my god. Oh shit, I also need to do this. Fast, fast. Run. Okay, at least I killed that guy. Dude, there are so many spiders now. I just got, like, swarmed by all this. Oh my god, stop missing! Stop missing! You can't afford to miss! You must kill. You must kill, man. Now luckily we haven't actually seen any white spiders here, because if I were to see some I would be forced to run at the moment since I'm simply too weak to kill them for now. Once I level up one more time and I get that adventure bow I might be able to kill them. It'll still be rather tough, but I'll be able to do it. It's going to be more doable for sure. Alright, so killing this poisonous spider will give me the level up, which is of course what I need. Okay, perfect. So, let's take a look. When's the next box, by the way? Level 9, okay, that's what I thought. Let's go ahead and equip that. The Adventure Bow, which is going to be a 3 to 6, 1.5 speed, 2 hit rate, plus 5. And then, I mean, that's actually going to be it here. Okay. Let me just take a look at now how easier I'm going to be killing these guys, as you can see. Watch this. So it's more damage. It's... yeah, look at that. That went much more smooth. Did you see that right now? Did you see that? That's pretty amazing. I'm also going to try to see a white spider, hopefully, if I can find one, but... probably won't. I mean, let's walk around a little bit to see... oh, there's one. Yeah, there is one. Alright, so white spiders. White spiders, let me go ahead and talk about them right now. White spiders are level 10 enemies, so they're one level higher than poisonous spiders, and they are much faster. That's their biggest threat. They're fast enemies. Their most important drops are going to include, or notable drops I should say, are Parry Volume 3, Ice Prison Volume 2, and the Spider Silk Bag. Spider Silk Bags can be made by getting enough Spider Silk, or you could get lucky and kill one of these guys and get a Spider Silk Bag. Ice Prison 2, just like the Poisonous Spider, is actually you know, it cannot be bought, so it has some value. And then other things such as, I'm trying to remember because I'm doing two things at once here. The other thing is Parry Volume 3, which is also only unique to it. No other enemy in the game drops Parry 3, so that's its most notable drop. But that's pretty much it. There isn't really too much about the White Spider. I mean, it's one of the least grinded mini-bosses, just like Bulldozer Jr., because, you know, I mean, at the very least it has some value because of Parry Volume 3, but that's gonna be it really, you know? Aside from that, it doesn't really have too much value as a mini-boss. It's not really well hunted because of that fact, you know? So I think what I'm gonna do now that I've shown the White Spider, is simply warp. I'm gonna recall back. As you can see, by this point I've run out of recall scrolls, so that's gonna be a little problem in itself. I need to buy some. Let me go and show you where you buy them. Okay, so Spider Silk. The question is, should I? I'm gonna sell it for now. I'm gonna keep that because I want to see its value. Alright, so let's take a look at that. Apprentice Magician Robe. Let's search for that in the Black Trader. Obviously I'm not gonna put it in yet, but I can still search. I mean, mine is less than that. 9,000, 2,000, 5,000. That one's 2,600 with mana 7. Mine has 3 HP and mana 7, which is, I could probably get about 4,000, but the thing is it really worth it to wait on that and waste a slot? Probably not. I could probably make about 4,000 from it, maybe at the most, but that's still risky. I'm just gonna sell it. I'd rather clear up an inventory space, to be honest. Do that. Damage pamphlets, I'm selling it. Potions, I'm selling that too. And everything else is I'm gonna keep. Okay, but I'm gonna end it here. So next time we will be moving on to the beach, finally. So if you enjoyed this episode in any way, please be sure to like. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. And as always, I will see you all next time. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a great and a fantastic day.